Hey guys, I have a little book haul here for you today. It's actually not very little, it's actually quite large, at least in my opinion. I meant to record this last week, but some things came up, so I'm getting to it now. Some of these books I got used, most of them I have gotten new or either as a gift. I'm just gonna kind of go through and just do the titles. And then the last four, I'm actually going to give a little synopsis of them because they're new releases and I haven't really seen much on them, so I'm just going to kind of try to get those books out there as best as I can and get you in. The first book that I got is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Hodden. I don't know too much about this book. One of my friends had read it and she really enjoyed it and she recommended it to me, and I was at the bookstore, used bookstore, and I found it for like $1, so I thought why not pick it up. And it's in actually really good condition, well, pretty good condition. And I've been trying to get into more adult books, and I think this is adult. Who knows, I'm probably wrong. I don't really know. The next book that I got is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I haven't read many classics. Through my high school career, we didn't read many classics, and if we did, I really didn't like them. We read like Grapes of Wrath, and no offense if you like that book, I just really did not enjoy that. It was really boring. And we read those kind of books. And so I want to try to get into classics again, and I kind of feel like I'm missing out on a lot by not reading this book, so I decided to pick it up and give it a try, and we'll see how it goes. The next book I got is The Lovely Bones by Sebold. I don't really know too much about this book either. I haven't seen the movie, so I'm excited to read this book and then go watch the movie. But I know it's kind of like a psychological thriller, if I'm correct, and that's like one of my favorite genres, so I've been meaning to pick this book up for quite a while, and it always just kept getting pushed back in down my list, and I never picked it up, and then I saw this for $2 at a Goodwill, so I decided, why not start it now? Next book I got, I am jumping on the bandwagon a little late for this one, and that is The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I have been meaning to read this book too for a very long time. It's been on my to-read list, and I've been meaning to pick the first book up, but I kind of lost interest in it because I read some bad reviews and people who didn't really like it, and I'm a follower, and I just kind of lost interest in the book. But I saw this one for $4 at a used bookstore, so I thought, why not start it now before the movie comes out, and if I really enjoyed it, then I can go back and get the rest of the series. So I'm excited to read this and see what all the hype is about. The next book I got is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by David Leviathan and Rachel Cohn. I wasn't really planning on getting this book, but when I was buying books, I hadn't really picked any contemporary books out, so I decided this one was just sitting there on an end cap, so I thought, why not? This is on my to-read list, and I've heard it's a very fun book, and it's short and easy read, so I thought, why not? So I picked that one up. The next book I actually got as a gift. I got this one for Valentine's Day from my mom, and that is Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. I am not a huge fan of Nicholas Sparks' writing and his books, but this was a gift, so I'm going to have to go and give it a try and try to get into it. And I heard this is actually one of his best books, if I'm correct. But once again, I'm excited to read this and then go see the movie, because I haven't seen the movie yet either, and I really like comparing books to movies, so we'll see. Next book I got is Light by Michael Grant. This is the last book in the Gone series. I'm actually reading this one right now. I'm like halfway through, and I'm really enjoying it. I read the whole Gone series last summer, back to back. I read all 5, just went right through them, and I highly suggest that you don't do that because you get kind of sick of the plot. But now that I'm reading this, I just notice how much I'm actually missing the characters and how much I actually miss them, and I'm really enjoying this series. And I'm excited to see how this concludes, and hopefully it concludes good and happy, because the rest of the series isn't too happy. Book I got is Abundance of Kathrines by John Green. I have a few John Green books, actually I only have 2. I have Looking for Alaska and The Fault in Our Stars. So I really like John Green, and pick this one out for me. I don't know too much about this one. I don't really know the whole synopsis of it, and I haven't really read any reviews on it, but I think it'll be good because John Green's like a brilliant author. So next book I got is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I've been wanting to pick this book up for a very, very long time, but I just never got to it, and I was kind of waiting for it to come on paperback because the hard copy edition is really expensive. And I'm super excited to read this because I just love the whole storyline of circuses. I don't know, this is like circus and magic, so it's like a double whammy. The next book that I got is The Knife of Never Letting Go, and I actually went ahead and got the Ask and Answer because it was like $6 on Amazon, and I was like, can you really get much better than that? I don't think so. So I've been wanting to read this series for a long time too, and actually there's been a lot of hype on it lately, so I decided to finally just go ahead and get The Knife Never Letting Go, and then, of course, when I saw the Ask and Answer, I went ahead and got that. And then I have to get the last book sometime here. The last book I have before I go into the synopsis books is The Farm by Emily McKay. I don't know too much about this one either. I think it's like a bunch of vampires herd humans into they quarantine humans into a farm for use later. I don't know. I could be butchering that. I probably am, but that's what I got from the back synopsis anyways, although there's not too much. The first book that I got that I'm going to give a little synopsis of is MILA 2.0 by Debra Driza. I hope I'm saying that right, and I hope I'm saying the title right too. I don't know. But anyways, this is a sci-fi thriller, and it's like about a teenage girl who was an experiment in an artificial intelligent experiment thing, and she was supposed to be kept a secret. She wasn't really supposed to know her identity and know that she's not really a real human. I guess she was made to act in a way humans don't normally act, and so she's supposed to be like the perfect human in a way. And so now that she found out her identity, she has to run away from the people who are trying to terminate her and unlock her advanced technology. I think it was Veronica Roth who had said something about this book, so I decided to go pick it up, and I'm excited to read it. It sounds really interesting. This next book I got, I actually have not heard anything really about it, but that is The Program by Suzanne Young. This one is about depression, where it's an international epidemic, and the only treatment options they have for depression is to send them through this treatment program. And Solan, I hope I'm saying that right, Solan had a sister who went through this program, and she returned, and she was just pretty much just like a zombie, I guess. She had no memories of her past, and she just was just dull. She was just a dull person. And so now Solan is doing everything to avoid being sent into this program, but depression is setting in, and the program is coming after her. So I probably once again do a book review on this one since I haven't seen much on it, and I will let you guys know what I think about it. But one thing that is really cool about this book, at least I think it is the hard copy inside of it has a little surprise on it. The next book I got is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. Hopeless is about this girl named Sky who has a very haunting and devastating past, and she's trying to keep it hidden from everyone else, and then she meets this guy named Dean who sparks all of these memories from her past, and he starts to uncover it. And so it's just like the story's like about her trying to trust people and overcome her past. I've never read a bad review on this book. I don't think I've read a review that has given it less than 4 stars. It's actually usually always 5. If you check it out on Goodreads, this book has like perfect reviews. So I'm super excited to read this, and there's actually a sequel. I forgot what the sequel is called, but I'm actually going to have to go pick that one up too. I had no idea there was a sequel, so I'm super excited to read this one. And yeah, the last book that I got is Crash by Lisa McMann. This one is about a girl who has this dream about this accident that kills 9 people. And she doesn't really think much of it, but then the dream starts coming more frequently. And she found out that one of the people who has died in the crash is one of her very, very close friends. So she discovers that she needs to try to stop the crash from happening and figure out where it happens and why. And she just pretty much just needs to stop this crash from happening if she wants her friend to live. And it also has a very pretty cover. If you can see, it's like shiny, and the fire in her eye is shiny. I don't know if you can really tell because the sun is glaring on it, but then the side is also shiny, and the fire in the back is shiny, and the inside is shiny. It's just beautiful, and it's going to look very lovely on a bookshelf. So that is all I have for books as of now. You can see I have a lot to read because I do not let myself go and buy new books until I have finished everything on my shelf. I don't know, it's just something weird I have. And if you guys want me to do a review on any of these books, just let me know and I will do that. That's all I have for today, and thanks for watching.